Welcome back to the Citystead. Today we are going to do another one of our heirloom seed company spotlights. So today we are going to bring you Ohio Heirloom Seeds. So being that it's super cold outside right now in the winter and all we got is these empty garden beds, like many of you, I'm planning out what I'm going to be doing for next year, what I'm going to plant where, and part of that is searching all over the internet for different varieties of seeds that you might be interested in growing. And like I've mentioned before, a lot of people on YouTube tout MIgardener and Baker Creek as the seed companies that they go to the most. And what I really wanted to do with this series was kind of introduce you guys to some maybe smaller companies that are lesser known, that are out there that can provide you with seeds when you can't find them other places you're looking. Alright, so Ohio Heirloom Seeds, it's a company that I found just kind of doing research. They don't have a catalog that they send out in the mail, and like I've said before, this is not a deal breaker, guys. The fact that they don't have a catalog is going to be one of the things to help keep their prices down and in a manageable range for most people. When you send out a catalog, these big catalogs, it costs money to produce, it costs money to print, mail all that stuff out, and it's a lot of work that's got to be recouped financially, which can be through seed sales, could be by selling the catalogs or whatever. So when you see a company that doesn't have a catalog, I don't want you to get deterred from them. It could be a good thing for you because it basically means that you could be saving more money because you're not helping to foot the bill to send out one of these seed catalogs. And also, as people who garden and care for the environment the way we do, stewards of the land, we should be okay with not getting a seed catalog. It can only be good for the environment to not have seed catalogs that are just going to get thrown away. And I know you're throwing your seed catalogs away because that's what most of us do with them after the season's over and we wait for next year. So being able to search on the internet is good for the environment, and also it's just good for not having extra clutter around the house. So I am actually an advocate for not having catalogs. That's just me. Maybe some people really like to have them. We're going to talk about that, I think, in a later video. But anyways, so Ohio Heirloom Seeds is a non-GMO seed company. Almost all of their seeds are organically grown, and what I like by that statement that they put on their website is that they're mostly organically grown, is that when you are a larger seed company and you are selling seeds, you're collecting them from a lot of different places. You're not always sourcing them from directly where you are, and in larger production areas, things can easily be cross-contaminated, things can blow through the wind, so you can't 100% be sure that what you're doing is organic. So I kind of like the fact that they actually on their website say mostly organic instead of 100% organic or anything like that. I feel like it's more truthful because there's always a slight chance that things are getting in there that you don't know about even. Their seeds are also open pollinated, and what open pollinated means is that when you harvest the seeds from those plants and then try to regrow them the next year, you're going to grow plants that are actually true to type. It's going to taste the same as what you had the year before. And so what you're really looking for in a seed source is an open pollinated seed source, something you can save seeds for yourself, so you can start getting them adapted to your own climate, your own little zone, because ultimately that's really where you want to go, is having seeds that are more acclimated to where you're planting at. So part of the purpose of me bringing up these different companies is to kind of give you an alternative to the two companies that I see mostly promoted in MIgardener and Bakers Creek. So I try to compare it a little bit in that aspect, and I'm going to kind of give you that as the baseline. Like, if you're looking at those two companies where you mostly buy, why you would possibly be interested in this company, that's what I'm trying to give you in these videos. So with the Ohio Heirloom Seed Company, price point wise, they're pretty on par with MIgardener. They actually sell their seeds starting at like $1.29. Usually they're under $2 for a pack. I think when you get into the microgreens, it starts costing a little bit more, but you're also getting a ton more seed when you're doing microgreens. And they offer microgreens, which I've seen some places don't offer microgreen seeds, so I thought that was something that was kind of unique about them, as they had a lot of microgreens on their website, a lot of different varieties of it actually. So I thought that was interesting, I thought that was neat. And one thing that really to me was an awesome thing is that no matter what, no matter how many seed packets you buy, you could buy 100, you could buy 10. Your shipping price, I mean, as long as you're in the US, is going to be $2.29. That's it. They never charge more than $2.29 for shipping. So we're standing here in the remnants of Tomato Alley, and came out here for this part of it because something I noticed about the company was that they didn't have a massive variety. So I would say they're kind of limited in the different varieties that they carry, but they do carry a lot more tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce. That kind of seems to be where their specialty is. So a lot of different tomato varieties that I haven't seen other places on that website, which to me, that's kind of a bonus. I really enjoy being able to find more and more tomato varieties, and most of us who garden are ginormous tomato fans. So being able to just see more and more different varieties out there, I kind of jump at those opportunities. So that was something that really drew me to it, was that I saw some things on there I hadn't seen before. Another thing I like to point out is about the websites, because when you go to a website to look through it, it's really important to have a clean, easy website to navigate, something that just looks very intuitive. I wouldn't say that they were overly crazy with too much. I mean, it's very, you got pictures, you got a little description, and that's kind of it. There's no frills, no extra stuff. They actually have a growing tips section on the website that kind of gives you some written information on planting different things like the tomatoes, the peppers, the cabbages. Good pictures for the varieties that they have on the website. There's just, I mean, it's a very simple based website. So if you're looking for a super extra frilly website that's got a lot of extra stuff on it, this is not really that. It's just very basic, right to the point kind of a website. Very easy to purchase seeds off of this website. You will not be lost in articles or anything like that trying to find things. It's very, very straightforward on the website aspect of it. All right, so they send out their seeds in these awesome little paper envelopes. I like the paper envelopes. You know, everybody really uses some form of this. Something I kind of thought was cool about these, and I'm the minimalist aspect of the seed packet to me, I don't know why, but I enjoy that. I kind of like that. It's a very clean seed packet. I also do like seed packets that are, you know, highly printed out and, you know, pictures and all that. But there's just something about a clean, simple design to me that also just appeals to me. So I kind of like the minimal aspect of the seed packets. But I'm going to talk to you about some of the things I found on this website that I'm going to grow. One thing was half dwarf Brussels sprouts. I really like Brussels sprouts. So I'm excited to grow some, and I don't have a ton of Brussels sprout seeds, so I picked those up. Seemed interesting. I bought some blood-veined sorrel, probably saying it wrong either way that I'm saying it, but I've been trying to grow sorrel for a while now, so I had to buy more seeds because I haven't had much luck yet. So I was happy I found those 200 seeds for $1.29. Very good deal. I got some microgreens. These are red amaranth. These are red amaranth microgreens that I just bought. So I've never grown microgreens, but I was kind of interested in trying it out, and I found that they had a bunch on there. So, and I grew a red amaranth. You guys probably remember from the summer. It was one of my favorite things I grew last year, so I thought I'm going to try that as a microgreen, see if I enjoy it that way also. So I'm pretty excited about trying to get this going. I just got to set up some sort of inside grow space so I can work on that. Another thing I found that was cool was rattlesnake pole beans. A lot of people were growing these last year, and I hadn't found the seeds anywhere, so I found them here. 30 seeds for $1.29. That is enough. 30 seeds is enough to fill up my A-frame that I normally grow beans on, or any kind of teepee I'm going to do. And beans are such an easy thing to harvest seeds from, because you get a humongous amount of beans usually. So let's get into the favorite part of everything. Every gardener's dream when they go to a website: little tomatoes. I have a few tomatoes that are my absolute favorite. I am actually I guess a yellow tomato fan. I really enjoy them. I know a lot of people are more red for the flavor, but my favorite out of all the tomatoes I've ever tried is the pineapple tomato. and I was able to get one from their website. So anybody who carries a pineapple tomato, in my eyes, is a great company. Another one is this lemon oxheart. I had never heard of that one before, so I got a lemon oxheart tomato. Really interested in trying that out. And this is the one that really kind of drew me in, and I was like, I gotta talk about this company because I had never ever heard of this tomato before. And I actually went and looked, and I couldn't find anything about it anywhere else. This is called the President Garfield tomato. President Garfield was a long time ago. I think he was shot in office. So yeah, there's some history there. He was a big tomato fan. These were named, I guess, in the 1880s, and some people have said that these are like the first officially named tomato variety there was. You know, who knows, right? Like, things were going on and nobody was documenting. It's not like today where, you know, you can put something on the internet and have a date for it and all that. So we just go off of what people say. But President Garfield grew these in his own personal garden while he was president, and they're kind of a ribbed tomato. I've never really had those before. I've never grown too many ribbed tomatoes like that. So I'm excited about this. It just sounds so interesting to me, and it just had some cool history to it, which I kind of like that, you know, finding the history of a plant, and they had some information about it. And so I did a little more research into it. I was kind of nerding out about it, you know. Everybody, you get a little garden nerdy at times, so that's what I did. I got a little garden nerdy with it and went and checked out some more information about it. But those are some of the seeds that I bought that I'm super excited about growing this year. All right, guys, well, that was the Ohio Heirloom Seed Company. Go there, check out their website. I'll drop a link down below for it. I think if you're looking for certain varieties, maybe they're sold out at your favorite website, you can check these guys out. Maybe they have it, or maybe they have something similar and you can get it at a really good price point. Or maybe they have the exact same thing and you're just looking to not spend $4 or $5 on a pack of seeds. You can go here, spend $1 something on the same pack of seeds. So I encourage looking at these smaller companies that maybe are not as well established and well known. I really like the idea of supporting a lot of different companies to help with the food movement. More seed companies we have, the more it's accessible to everyone to garden and buy seeds, and especially when they have it at a decent price point like these guys do. I really, really like that. So, as always, guys, be bold, grow bold. We'll see you in the next video, and hopefully you enjoy this series. If you are, I will put a playlist right here. This is the second video in it. There will be more. I might do another one every week coming out because I found some other companies that I think really could use some spotlight. So check them out. We'll see you guys in the next video.